Hello, everyone. This is Shan Derf. We have Shan's face here. You know why? Um, my mom always said, um, my uncle. If you don't know, this is Shan is based on her brother, who is really named Shan, and she said he's the most handsome of her siblings. Um, she never said I was really handsome, so we're trying to put like a more handsome face that somehow attracts all of you a little bit. So we're going to put it like that. But his face is way too small. So anyway, it's Shan Derf. Hello everyone. Okay, yeah, Shan is a little short. Yeah, feels strange holding my uncle and he's like so teeny. Anyway. And like, share, and subscribe. All right, so now we move on to Shan. For those who don't know, Shan actually comes in the story of Tenping. So Tenping is Ruby's Chinese name, and we have a series of dolls called the Tenping, and they were about her when she was young in the 1950s in Shanghai. So each of the doll comes with a story that is her story, and every Shan also comes with a story that is also his story. A lot of them, they are the stories are between him and his sister, my Ruby, and also Yu Ping as well, the other sister. And yeah, so check those out. Those are really nice stories in the past, and it's actually fun for me to read the stories from like about Ruby stories in the past because sometimes like you have a different appreciation of like you have gratitude for what you have now in comparison to what they had in the past, but at the same time somehow when the life is more simple and there's no it's not as materialistic, they actually are more close together and human somehow they're more bonded together. So there are a lot of sweet stories. I'm not going to go deep into them, but you can check them out. And Sean apparently, so he's my uncle, and he is very handsome according to my mom. And there, I think my mom also said, why aren't I as handsome and as Sean, my uncle? And I just say, well, that's not my fault because that's my genes comes from you and dad, so that's not none of that's my fault. So too bad. That's on you, mom. Anyway, this is we haven't had a new doll for Sean for a while. I think it's been a year or so. So this is our newest doll, and again, this is Sean, and there's a story that comes along with Sean. I'm not going to talk over it because it will be in a different video, so you can see it later. And so this is the really cute Sean with, yeah. All right, so let's talk about Sean's outfit. So it has very earthly tones. And so let's talk about top. It is green gray short sleeve round neck top. And okay, I'm going to hold him because he's a bit small, which is kind of fun. Imagine like, you've seen your uncle all your life and, big and tall and supposedly handsome, and you can see that it's so short here. Anyway, a little fun with that. But anyway, let's look into the overalls. So the overalls, you can see it has a plaid back pattern here, and it is high waisted. And then the overalls here, it does not go all the way to the ankle, so it's 3/4 length, and there are cuffs that are elastic at the bottom. And then in the suspenders here, they have these really cute silver suspender clips. And at the back here, it's cross-strapped like that. And okay, now let's go on to his hat here. So you can see the hat here. It has matching panel pieces. So it really matches the top that he has. And if we take it off, he has brown mohair. Yep, this is mohair, so it's very, very soft. And then if we look into the shoes, he has dark brown shoes with Velcro straps to attach them on. And then for accessories, he has a green water bottle and also a green lunchbox, which I don't have here because, these things happen. I is so it's always really quite perfect and on top of these things, but sometimes mistakes happen. But there's a green lunchbox, and actually this is very essential because it's part of the story. Okay, I'm teasing I now. But anyway, yep, this is all of the things he come with. All right. So we have a separate outfit that is sold separately for Shan for any 5-inch dolls. So there's a denim baggy uh, um, overalls with tiny pockets. I think the pockets, looking at their size, they can probably only fit like very tiny pearls. I don't know if it can even fit coins. But it also comes with a very ribbed knit brown sweater. Oh wow, the knit is very beautiful. It's so small that's so intricate, right? And then it also has a dark brown knit beanie right on top. And what also comes along with it is this very beautiful plate of watermelons, which is very funny because Shan actually did give us watermelons last week. And after giving us watermelons, he asked everyone, were they good? And then everyone's like, yeah, they were excellent. And then he was so happy. So I guess it was happy coincidence that a doll that was designed probably 6 months ago, and he really got some watermelon for us the week before this video was made. All right, so on other news, so just a slight update, we have been experiencing, a lot of people are asking us that we have, shipments that are not arriving yet. So right now it is peak season for the workshop. So, yep, there is some slight delays. It happens every year. It's usually, this time of the year because usually the workshop is very busy making toys for Christmas. So, yep, you think why? Usually, when they start producing in July or in June, they usually ship around August or September, and by the time they reach to United States, probably October and November. And then the stores need some time to put them up, and they don't sell right on Christmas Day. They sell like probably a month before or a few weeks before. So they need all the stuff in place by then. So, um, yep, it is yep, for every year it's July or August where it's a really the bulk of the production. So it's very crowded now, and also we also have a lot of comments from our viewers saying that they have bought some dolls from us and then they come in 2 different shipments or only half of the shipment came. That's because recently we have 2 warehouses. So that is why we have 2 warehouses is it just happened to be like that. It's a very long story, so I don't think I'm going to go into it. But just right now we have 2 warehouses, and one of them is shipped from here, one of them is shipped from China, and so because of that, some of our dolls are in over here in Hong Kong, some of them in China, and then when there's an order that's placed, sometimes we need inventory from both of them, and then they're shipped in 2 different packages. So that is why. And yep, for everyone who is waiting, I'm very sorry. Just it will come. It will come. And if you have any questions, please give me or Tom or the customer service. Just feel free to ask any questions on when you can expect to get all your packages. Yeah, that's all. All right, so now it's the end of the video. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and tell us your thoughts on Shan. If you think Shan is more handsome than Derf. All right, that's all.